Welcome to a beach town like no other. It's one of the gayest places in Florida, boasting beautiful beaches and equally beautiful boys and girls. It's unpretentious and super gay. Words I never thought I'd use in the same sentence, but that's exactly what this sunny city is all about, and I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm Charlie David. Get ready to dive into Fort Lauderdale. See what I did there? 100 gay-owned establishments, 23 miles of white sandy beach, and millions of sexy snowbirds flock each year for the non-stop sunshine. Because Fort Lauderdale is popular year-round, it's important to book accommodations ahead of time. If intimate lodgings is what you're into, I found the perfect spot in the city.
So I wanted to create this sort of safe haven where guests could feel safe and secure, and they could meet people too. All the pools are heated and absolutely clothing optional. I think it's an integral part of the shag. I want people to shag. I think the more people shag, they want to come back to Fort Lauderdale. Every room has its own safe sex kit, and we want people to have safe sex. We're located in North Beach Village. The gay beach is located at Sebastian Street, which is about 5 blocks south of us. We acquired some buildings nearby, and we are becoming the largest gay hotel in North America. The artwork is by the acclaimed photographer here in Florida called Dennis Dean. Very erotic male images. One of our features is we have the most magnificent yacht that's available to our guests.
That's right, a yacht. Because if you really want to see Fort Lauderdale, you need to get on a boat. Richard, it is absolutely beautiful out here. Is it always this sunny in Fort Lauderdale?
Absolutely, that's why I live here. Hello.
What's the temperature that you have in this area?
About 75 degrees.
Really, all year round?
All year round.
Oh my gosh. You've taken me out here on the water. Is this the ocean?
No, this is the Intercoastal Waterway, and this actually goes all the way up to Maine.
Is a lot of Fort Lauderdale built on waterways?
Yes, this is what we call the Venice of America. This is the only way, in my mind, that you can see Fort Lauderdale, which is by boat.
Are there some places that you just wouldn't be able to see by walking on the street?
The homes are so stunning here in Fort Lauderdale. This is kind of the corporate CEO capital of the United States.
Now, some of these homes, like, throw out a number. What are we talking about here? 1, 2 million?
Say 23 million.
23?
23.
Okay, so I'll keep saving.
This is where the super rich house their $50, $150 million yachts.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we're suddenly on an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
We are.
My older brother used to always talk about partying at spring break here in Fort Lauderdale. How has the city changed?
Well, we're definitely seeing an edgier clientele come here. We have edgier properties, and we're evolving edgier restaurants, and we're drawing an edgier crowd. We've changed from those cheesy days of spring break.
Oh, it was fun. Don't you remember? I know you remember. We had fun. So now Fort Lauderdale is the place to come for sophisticated partying, right? We can still party.
Yeah, we want you to party.
Oh, yeah, we can still have fun here.
Fort Lauderdale was always called Fort Lickerdale.
Oh, really?
And I kind of still like it to be called Fort Lickerdale, okay. Especially because of the gay community. Probably 15% of the population is gay and lesbian. We have maybe 250,000 resident gays living here. Add that to 1 million gay visitors. That is a hell of a lot of gay people here. There are 150 gay-owned and operated businesses here. There are 24 gay bed and breakfasts. There are 24 gay bars. There are 4 clubs, 12 gay restaurants.
And with all those gay and lesbian people here, that means that there's a lot of potential for love.
Right.
And the boys and girls here are beautiful because they're keeping fit and active. I mean, you're seeing some nice physiques out there on the beach.
We've got a beautiful state park about half a mile north of the Royal Palms, and it's called Birch Park. They've got a 1.8-mile loop. You can rent a Segway, you can rent a bike, you can just walk around it. Definitely, we're an outdoor city.
But being active outdoors doesn't mean you have to sweat. There's a great alternative at Hugh Taylor Birch Park.
Hugh Taylor Birch was a Chicago attorney that helped founded Standard Oil with the Rockefellers back in the 1890s. He ended up acquiring 3 miles of the coastline by a mile inland for the cost of $3,500. Estimated value today is $1.2 billion, but it's forever to be a state park.
Why is the Segway such a great way to see some of Fort Lauderdale?
It's something different. It's a new experience, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It'll change your life.
It's going to change my life.
It will.
A Segway is going to change my life. I can't wait. Now, am I going to burn any calories while doing this activity?
You actually do get a workout.
What?
I guarantee you that your calves are going to be sore when you get off, and you get a core workout.
Now, how stable is this machine?
Once it's on, it's very stable. It has something called a self-balancing mode, and it's not going to let you fall. Either lean forward to go forward.
Okay.
Just not bending at the waist. You're going to lean your whole body forward, and then you're going to lean back to stop. I'm just going to lean forward, and I lean back to stop. I lean back to go backwards.
What?
I lean forward to stop. To turn the machine, this is just like a joystick. You're just going to turn it in the direction that you want to go.
Oh, yeah, this is great. This is great fun. Oh, my gosh. I like the Segway, guys. I like it. It's way more fun than I thought. I always was like, what are they doing? You know, but now I get it. This is changing my life. You're right.
It will. It will.
Hey, what a beautiful day to Segway. Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry, I fell. Is it me, or does he laugh like a James Bond villain? Who's this guy? I think I'm gonna race him. That if you get going too fast, it makes you slow down. So when I go like this, whoa! Oh, shit. It naturally pulls you back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, on the Segway. Oh, I love it.
You know what I like about you, Charlie, is there's nothing gay about you. You like sachet on a Segway.
Stay tuned for more bump in the Gator State. Whoa, he's coming around between my legs. Khan's doing a reach around on me right now. There's lots of fun to be had on the waters around Fort Lauderdale. But by God, I want to see the Florida Everglades. Who says hillbillies and homos can't mix?
This is the only place like this in the entire world, is the Everglades, okay? And there's other places similar. If you want to go to Louisiana, that's a swamp. This is a river. Florida sits on a very small tilt. That tilt runs anywhere between 1 to 3 inches a mile, which makes this now not a swamp, but a river. The alligators have been able to live here because we haven't completely taken all of their land. China's got an alligator, and they're almost extinct because they're taking all the land.
So what are they eating out here in the Everglades?
There's plenty for them to eat out here. They've got frogs.
Tourists, right?
Right, tourists. They've got frogs, snakes, turtles, fish, ducks, birds, you name it, they'll eat it. Besides that, they're cannibals. Mommy will protect the little alligators. Daddy will come along and eat them.
Oh, no. That's why I saw one of the other boats and its sign said cannibal, and I thought, well, that's kind of a strange name for a boat out here, but... Ah, so that was a daddy boat.
That was a daddy boat, right.
Have you ever had any instance of an alligator jumping out of the water?
They say they can jump half to 3/4 length of their body straight up out of the water. I have had their heads up here where I've had to take a stick and move it back down because they was trying to climb on.
Really?
Yeah. There's one thing about these birds. They live out here in the grass, right out here in the Everglades. Well, now, they sleep at night. alligators are roaming at night. But I can tell you one thing, that bird doesn't snore at night.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he sleeps with one eye open.
Yes.
So while it's not advisable to jump out of your airboat and handle the wildlife, don't worry. Sawgrass Recreation Park has that covered. Well, traveling around the world, I've seen some pretty crazy predators, but never with snakes. I mean, I think for a lot of people, the snake holds a definite chill factor.
Oh yeah, for sure. We do have quite a few different species of pythons. The reticulated python in particular is actually the longest at 33 feet long. The Burmese is about up to 20 to 25 feet. And we find them here because pets that are kept as a novelty, well, the novelty wears off, they get too big, and most people set them free. And they think they're doing the right thing, but they're not native here.
How about this Burmese python? When's the last time it ate?
Actually, it's a few days overdue. It's been a couple weeks, so he's probably a little
God,
hungry.
you're telling me we're gonna handle a hungry snake?
Yeah, he's probably a little hungry.
Jeez, man.
So we're gonna go up and around.
Whoa, he's coming around between my legs. He's doing a full reach around. Ka's doing a reach around on me right now. How much does Ka weigh? I mean, I can feel the weight on my shoulders
Ka's
here.
roughly about 100 pounds. Last time we weighed her.
It is actually quite beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's trying to casually strangle Gator Tim. But pythons aren't the only deadly predator you can cuddle with at the park. Okay, it's a baby gator. I can handle that.
Yeah, we got the baby alligator out for you. This is CJ. It's one of our little alligators that was born here about 2 years ago.
Oh, wow, that skin feels so great.
It's very, very leathery, very soft.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, you can see why they're very popular as
I was just
versus
gonna
wallets,
say,
things
I was
that.
like, but when you see them up close and you're here with them, you can't imagine wearing these.
Yeah, I know. They're quite cute.
You can't put these on your feet as boots. So beautiful.
No, he does have 80 teeth, just like an adult alligator. They're actually born with all teeth, 40 on the top, 40 on the bottom.
Ready to go.
So we do tape his mouth shut just in case.
How is it able to protect itself, or does it rely on the parents a lot?
Actually, unlike most reptiles, the alligators do rely on mostly the mother. Their nesting habits are like birds. Even the care for their young is a lot like birds. They are actually closely related to birds.
All right, when you come to Fort Lauderdale, if you want to experience something a little wild, check out evergladetours.com. Oh, look at you. You're so adorable. Alligators live in fresh water only, so you won't have to worry about them when you're in the ocean. Roll, why has paddleboarding become so popular here in Florida?
Couple of things working in our advantage. The water here in Florida is relatively calm. We don't have big waves. Plus, we have thousands of miles of intercoastal water that we can also paddle. We also have a lot of restaurants that you can paddle up to. And this water is crystal clear on a good day. You could see, 50, 70 foot down. You can see all the fish, manatees, turtles, you name it. We want you to stand about shoulder width apart. Keep a good bend in your knees. Keep your head up.
The paddling part seems pretty straightforward.
Once we go from there, we're going to teach you how to turn this thing, okay? Flick the water the opposite direction, and you'll turn just like so, okay?
Do I really need to practice standing up? I've been doing it since I was like 2.
Stand up, sumo style, keep our chin, keep a good bend in our knees.
Yeah. Come on, let's get on the water. I may have been overly confident. This water is pretty rough. I don't even think it's possible to stand up in this chalk. Well, look at this show off. Steady, Charlie. Steady. I did it! I'm standing. I'm f***ing amazing. Oh. And wipe out. Hello, who's this? My knight in shining armor to rescue me? Haha, he sucks. Oh, shit. Oh, well, if nothing else, at least I made a new friend. At the beginning when we met, he said he was a pro, but I think, we both got up and fell about just as much. And we're on like the same size of boards. I mean, your board is just as big as my board.
Yeah. A little shorter and fatter.
A little shorter and fatter, huh? Well, maybe I'll find out if that's true later, since we made plans to go out and party tonight. Paddleboarding is a great way to travel on top of the water, but to really experience the ocean, you need to go beneath the surface. Caitlin, how would you describe the diving experience and snorkeling experience here in Fort Lauderdale?
It's awesome, honestly. I love it. We can see the beach from here. Boat ride's not very long. Water's super clear almost all the time. Readily accessible to everybody year-round, which is awesome.
Are we allowed to touch the reef?
I would not recommend it at all. If you touch it, most likely that area will die, so we want to protect it as much as possible.
The nice thing about the Atlantic is it's warm and the water is often just crystal clear for amazing viewing of the fish.
If we're lucky, we'll see some nurse sharks. This area we like to call the nursery because it's home to a handful of nurse sharks.
That sounds interesting.
These
A
aren't
little
your
scary,
great
too.
whites, don't worry. It's not like Jaws, you're not gonna have any problems.
Should we do this?
Yeah.
Let's snorkel. Water's beautiful. Oh my God, it's like, I don't know, it's like a fish condominium or something. It's like a fish metropolis. It's New York City. I think I could just reach out and grab these fish with my hands. There's so many. Stick around for more bump in Fort Lauderdale.
The Grand Resort and Spa is the largest men's resort that's gay-owned and operated in Fort Lauderdale Beach. We boast 33 fully renovated accommodations and a full-service spa. The spa is great. JD, the spa director, is amazing. He's assembled a fantastic team back there. Our smaller rooms are about 450 square feet in size. Some of our accommodations are two-bedroom suites that are over 1,000 square feet in size. So there's a nice variety of both sizes and price points. Our lowest rate in season is $110 a night. So we're not in the business to nickel and dime our clientele. We just want them to keep coming back. And because of that, we enjoy a nearly two-third return of our guests.
Life in Fort Lauderdale is totally laid back. You're either beaching or you're eating. But when it comes to restaurants, all the great options can be a little overwhelming. Lucky for you, we've done all the work. So just use your Bump app to find an option that's right for you. There are so many influences within the menu. Yes, you're finding Thai. Yes, you're going to find great sushi, but there's some great steaks and other options as well.
Yeah, that's why we have everything. Everyone can come in Galanga and enjoy the food because we have food for everyone.
The menu seems really playful, both in the descriptions of things like tuna drama, for example, as well as
69.
Yeah,
That's another one.
There's a
Good
69.
one. Yeah, you didn't see that.
Why didn't I see that one?
We have a Wilton Manor. We have a Elton John.
69, Wilton Manor, Elton John. Hey, do any gay people come to this restaurant or what?
No, just 90%.
Just 90%. Okay, so we found a home here in Fort Lauderdale, I think.
That's a place to stop by.
The staff here.
Everybody has that.
They're pretty handsome.
That's part of my job.
Oh, hey, what a job.
Nice.
It's Will's Black Book.
There you go.
Yeah, he can come. Yeah, he'll be good to work with. So after having a great meal here, the good thing is you can stumble right onto the street because we're in the center of the neighborhood.
You can just walk. We have all the bars. You can leave your car here and go have fun.
Don't mind if I do. It's time for me to meet up with Josh so he can escort me about the town.
So hope you're ready to party.
I am ready to party. We're in Fort Lauderdale. That's what it's all about, right?
We're in Fort Lauderdale. Actually, we're in Wilton Manors, which is sort of our neighborhood. And we have actually over 30 different gay bars and clubs in this area, which makes us one of the top party destinations for gay nightlife anywhere in the continental U.S. And so there's really something for everybody here. So we should definitely go check out Bill's Filling Station.
What kind of joint is that?
I'd say it's more of your bearish crowd. So when we're filled up on fur, we'll go across the street over to the Alibi. How's that sound?
I love it.
Good? All right,
Let's fill
go.
up on fur. Good place to start.
Sounds good.
You having a good time?
Oh, we're having a great time.
Okay, hold on. Are all the bars here in Fort Lauderdale in strip malls?
It may feel that way, like we're going to Kmart, but actually we're at Gaymart. So we do have a huge selection of bars, and oftentimes they're in convenient locations like in a mall.
What are the guys like here?
Well, I think you're gonna find that they're pretty hot. There's something for everybody, but Fort Lauderdale is a pretty young destination.
With weather like this, they'll often have their shirts off, right?
I would say so.
I like it.
I'm coming now. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale.
Rachel? Ray? So what is the ladies scene like?
It's hard to find like a good lesbian bar, but this is one of them. This is like one of the really good lesbian bars.
This sunny city has left me feeling pretty gay on my Segway. I hope you've enjoyed our time here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Charlie David, gliding off to our next adventure on Bump. For more information on any of the people or places in the Fort Lauderdale episode of Bump, check out our website at bumptv.com.